Hey, it's Alex Yao here with Remax Select Properties.
And Chris Cornborough from Forefront Mortgages.
And this is your market update for February 2021.
Say what's happening in the real estate market this month again.
It's just getting a lot busier now.
Good.
Compared to January and December. I mean, we've had a non-stop run essentially since last October, I want to say.
Yeah.
Just been non-stop.
That's good.
So I think the houses in East Vancouver, West Vancouver, Vancouver West and Vancouver East, houses are jumping up like crazy right now, price-wise, because everyone's looking for bigger space.
Of course.
So especially in the Vancouver East market, where the price range is more accommodating to locals. So that market has jumped up significantly. Townhouses and condos are still lagging a little bit, but I think they'll follow, I think. But it's interesting that supply has gone up since December, obviously. December was a hot month, and we were talking about once the supply goes up, it'd be interesting to see how the market reacts. It just keeps going. Right? And I'm sure you're getting a lot of people getting pre-approvals, people calling in for mortgages, and it's just non-stop these days.
Our challenge is the lack of supply, because we have the same clients often who are bidding on the same property, which is bizarre. And they all want to buy a newer place, a bigger spot, a lot around here in East Vancouver, Mount Pleasant, but there's nothing. So they tend to get frustrated, which I think we saw a couple years ago where when the initial kind of bump came up, I forget when that was, but
2016.
There was the same thing that happened. Like people just literally got so fed up with the market, they stopped looking. And I don't think it's going to be that bad this time because the market will balance itself out, but it's interesting to see the same characteristics to a degree where no inventory, a lot of people pre-approved, people with cash ready to go. They want a place to live. These aren't speculators, these are local people, and there's nowhere for them to kind of go quite yet. So hopefully it'll open up again. Hopefully the people will sell and those people will go somewhere else and we'll get a whole new, a bunch of new neighbors around here. It'll be great.
Right.
So,
Well, numbers-wise, for single detached houses in Vancouver East, over the last month, it went up 0.1%. Vancouver West went up 0.3%. Now, this is just 1 month. But if we look at for the last year of COVID, right? Over the last year, Vancouver East houses went up 8.6%.
Wow.
Vancouver West went up 6.8%.
Wow.
Essentially nullifying all the market downturn back in 2018 to 2019. So that's completely erased pretty much. And then townhomes, Vancouver East over the last month actually dropped 0.4%. Vancouver West was even. Condos, Vancouver East went up 0.1%. Vancouver West went up 0.4%.
Okay.
But overall, over the last year or so, houses has been the superstar.
That's the way to go.
And I think that's what everyone's looking for right now. Everyone wants a bigger space. So that also creates more supply on the lower end of the market. So, but I think once this wave kind of settles down a little bit, balances out, after that, the condos and townhomes are going to pick back up again.
Gotcha. Yeah, because our clients are all, well, not all of them, but first-time home buyers. You can't afford a house typically, so you're looking for condos. I think a lot of people don't want to live downtown, it seems anymore, so they're kind of coming across the bridge or going to like Burnaby, for example. So it'll be interesting to see how, as borders open up, as immigration continues to come into Vancouver, businesses open up, there's more of a draw to downtown. I'll be super curious to see if that sort of revitalizes itself, because it seems like a no man's land at the moment right now. If you go downtown, it's pretty darn quiet.
It is. And downtown, last month actually the supply only went up 2%. So over December. So downtown is still kind of taking its time, I think. The sellers kind of know that, unfortunately people aren't really looking downtown yet. Back in downtown quite yet. So they're kind of holding on for now. So not a lot of supply, but also not a lot of demand. That's kind of the unfortunate thing about downtown right now. I think it will come back though.
I would assume. We live in Vancouver. It's the most beautiful city in the world, or one of them anyway, arguably. And downtown is spectacular when it was functioning.
Totally.
Right?
Totally. And I think over the next few months, once people are starting to get more vaccinated, it's already started, right? So once more and more people are getting vaccinated and things kind of go back to a little bit more of a normalcy.
Yeah, totally.
I think downtown's going to pick back up.
Yeah.
And condos and townhomes with specialty spaces, kind of like home offices or large patios or rooftops or things like that, those are going to go really quick.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, and then, so it's very similar to 2016, I would say.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a stagnation there in that market, right?
So in 2016, I think it was a lot of house owners that wanted to downsize. And because the housing market was going crazy, the single detached houses.
That's right.
And they started downsizing, and then the condos started going up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this time right now, I think it's a lot of the condo owners that's looking for bigger spaces.
Upsizing.
Yeah, upsizing.
Yeah.
But I think the result's going to be the same. Obviously the housing market goes up first, and condo market follows. That's always tends to be the case. So I think this year's going to be a busy one, and we've been nonstop, and you've been nonstop.
It's been a year of craziness.
Yeah.
It's in a good way. Rates are low.
Yeah.
Lenders are still open for business.
Yeah.
We're still pre-approving people left, right, and center.
Right.
There's a good pipeline of people, and I think the spring market's always busy. It's always the busiest time of the year. Having said that, there was no spring, summer, fall, winter market. It was just one market last year in 2020, which was pretty robust, I would say. So, knock on wood, we'll see it continue on.
Yeah, unfortunately for buyers, I think right now it's very much a seller's market, and so I have a lot of listings that's coming up and so forth, and they're capitalizing on the market. If the sellers hold off right now. Again, like 2016, 2017, they may not be able to catch up as quickly as they want to. So it's a double-edged sword for buyers, unfortunately, right now, I think. But you just gotta bite the bullet.
Yeah, there's no time like the present, and there's, you're gonna buy a place, it's your home. You wanna make the right choice, and you shouldn't feel pressured into doing it. So I always tell people what's meant to be is meant to be. Like when you find the right time or the right place or the right, the right situation, it will present itself.
I agree.
Until then, just wait it out.
I agree.
Yeah.